Hello and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play a World of Tanks. And as you can see here, I am in the new French SPG. And this is part of the 7.4 patch, which is just out today, which is June 20th. I had to look at my watch there real quick. And so we are playing with the new French stuff, because I want to show it to you guys and give you guys a quick look here as to what just got put into the game. Now, first things first, you'll notice that the map types are slightly different. As you can see here, it has a larger little cap, so you can see what's going on. You can also see that I have my mods active, so don't pay too much attention to them. I'll point out things in the interface that are new. I really don't see anything. Hold on here. Something important to show you guys is that now, for chat, you have platoon chat. So now I can say to my platoon only, and only they can see it, not the whole team. So you just swap with tab to all the different chats. And I usually will stick with platoon, just because it makes it so much simpler. And that way I don't have to deal with accidentally saying the wrong thing to the wrong people. Now, as for the main changes to the 7.4 game here, as you can tell I'm trying to concentrate on what's in front of me. They have the French TDs and French SPGs, which I just mentioned. And as you can see, I'm running one right now, but in addition to that, there's two new maps. There is the new map in the North Africa, which is the airfield, and then the other map, which is in Europe, or I believe it's Europe. Where is the... Yes, it is in Europe, which is Wide Park, which is kind of cool. It's an industrial map. So I actually kind of like it. I did not do pretty much any damage to that guy. That's always great. About a half-second delay, so we'll put it there. No shot. So, there's also two new premiums, which is the IS-6 and the Jagdtiger 88. So if you're looking to try a new tank, or not try a new tank, but get a premium, I'd highly recommend you give those a shot, because, you know, why not? Something different. Probably not a lot of them out there. Still relatively new and interesting. You don't know what they're like or what's out there. I have to move carefully because I don't know where any other tanks are, and I don't want to get hit by any artillery here. A new piece of camouflage was also added, one per nation, so I'm going to actually have to go check them out because I was looking to put a new camo on my brand new E100 that I just got this week. And I am super excited to use it because it is something that I've always been striving to get. I actually promised you guys once I got it I'd do some stuff, so I will get on top of that as soon as I can. And just in general, I like the way that the E100 feels, so I'm glad that I get to now play with that thing. So I'll definitely look into putting a camouflage, and I want to see what the new camos look like. There's also new medals added. Expert per nation, which is destroy one of each type of tank from that nation. Medal of, oh geez, I can't even pronounce that. Medal of Heroes, we'll just say that one, which is basically kill the entire other team. Good luck getting that. That'd be impressive. Technical Engineer by nation is you unlock every tank in that nation. And then you also have Senior Technical Expert, or Engineer, which is you unlock every tank in the game. And then there's Sinai Lion, which is kill 100 IS class tanks. That could be any type of IS from IS-1 to IS-8. Or above, IS-7, take your pick, just destroy 100 or more of them. Oh, nuts. And he did no damage to me. I got lucky there. Now, some mechanics of the game. Kamaran and Swamp have been removed from the random rotation, so that means they will only apply to the game whenever you're doing clan wars, company battles, tournaments, and training matches. Otherwise, they should remain out of the game by the way it reads. Okay, I need to move up for this T28 here. There's an option of training skill and perk combinations of crew now. So radio operator, training perks and skills of radio operator when a commander combines qualifications of a commander and whatever. I'll have to look into that one a little more. The amount of questionable hits have been changed, so now it looks like that the damage model will actually be modified slightly to better emulate what people have been complaining about, mostly just how hits haven't been applied properly, how they thought that a penetration should have happened but didn't, stuff like that. Repair kits, the biggest thing ever now is that repair kits repair both tracks whenever you're double tracked, and that is phenomenally great. Well, I'm going to bounce into another tank here, so let's go into the TD for the French.
Let's get this show on the road.
So as you can see here, this is one of the new game modes. This would be, I had to look it up, this would be Assault, which is an attack and defend sort of thing. We have to attack while they defend, as obvious by the fact they only have a cap point here, whereas we have 3 different assault points here. Now the other game type is called Encounter, and that is, sorry, I had to remember it, Encounter, and that is the solo one cap point in the center of the map, with both people trying to race to it, starting kind of opposing sides. It kind of makes a triangle, to be honest with you. Depends on the map, though. So it's interesting, to say the least, to just change up the game modes. I was always looking forward to this, and now I cannot wait. Beautiful. I've upgraded this tank just a bit, so it's a little different than what I was normally using, so it kind of works out. I mean, I did play this just a little bit, and I was able to get up to the highest tier cannon on this tank. And so that's what I'm using now, and it makes a world of difference, especially when you start facing tier 3 and 4. But in the meantime, some changes did happen. The the Yag Tiger was kind of upsized a bit, while the Object 261 rather, was downsized a bit to that of the IS-7. In addition to that, the collision models have been reworked for a few tanks. The transmission gears for the the E50 and the E75, as well as the 4502, have all been moved to the front. So that will definitely change things up a bit, because they were originally somewhat in the middle or rear. Now that they're in the front, you do have a very decent chance of getting lit on fire if you're not careful and they hit that lower glacial plate. So it's something that we really need to be careful of when you're running an E-class. In addition, a few other minor tweaks have been made too to some other tanks, but nothing too major. Now, in terms of major changes to the game, the Hellcat has been changed a bit. It's now a little bit cheaper in terms of the suspension being upgraded. That's now down to 17,000 as opposed to 23,000. And I ricocheted off this guy. Got him. Man, this gun's awesome. The T-30 had its turning speed decreased by 2 degrees a second, so that's not too bad. But the reload time for the guns have been increased. The big gun, which is basically the World Smasher, the T-53, has been upgraded to an 8.4 second. No, sorry. The World Smasher is the T7 gun, which has been upgraded to 20.3 seconds, up from 20. Everything else has been upgraded about 7.8 to 8.2, so about half of a second. So ever so slightly changed, just to bring it a little bit in balance. As well as the gun dispersion has been increased by 20% when turning the turret. The M103 has also had its speed overall decreased by 5% when on different types of surfaces, as well as the reload on the M58 gun has been changed from 10.9 to 11.2. So again, a 0.3 second difference. Not really ever noticeable, but if you're sitting there spamming that fire button in a close range firefight, it might make a little bit of difference. The T110 has also been slowed on different types of terrain by 10%, as well as the gun being increased by 0.7 seconds, so slightly more, to 10 seconds total for its base reload for the M58 as well. The KV-4 has had its hit points increased by 40, the side armor is increased by 20, the cupola armor on the second turret has been increased by an unknown amount, as well as the terrain. It has increased the speed by 5% on some types of terrain. The gun now is able to mount a different type, or the stock turret's able to mount the 107, and the turret rotation dispersion on the 107 has been increased by 20%. And the angle of the 107 is also a little different by 6 degrees. So as you can see, the UI has changed in terms of targeting things, in terms of hearing when people are targeted. When people explode, you now see it light up on the map. Ick, I don't like the fact that we have to face all these TDs. Not a fan at all. I don't really know what to do here, because if I go anywhere, I'm going to be in trouble. In addition to any other sort of UI notifications, one of the cool things is they now notify you for any specials or sales. So now you don't have to go searching around on the website to go and see what was changed and what was done. And that's going to be nice for any sort of random things. Like I pop on and I see, oh wait, it's triples. I wonder if there's a sale associated with that. And usually there is. So now I'll tell you, like, this tank, and this tank get X number of bonus credits when you win, versus having to go and hunt that down on the website, in addition to a few other things. So I do like the fact that it's going to change it up a bit. And I'm hitting people left and right, and I hope I'm not stealing kills, but I kind of feel like I am. I'd have to Alt-Tab to really see what other changes are made here. As I mentioned, the whole chat thing, I can cycle between them all, so it's kind of cool. I'll use Platoon primarily. You can actually switch to server-side icons for your reticle. Where is it? Let's see if we can't find it. There we go, right here. Right underneath battle recording, and underneath these two, which you should always turn off, is you can turn on server-side reticle. So now I can put it on, and I automatically have it, and it's just the exact same as if I were to use my normal. So actually that might be a little better. I don't understand why you wouldn't use it now automatically. It seems to be a little delayed, but it makes a little bit of sense, seeing as, you know, the server is slightly delayed. To me it's about 70 milliseconds, but overall it's acceptable. I mean, it's probably relatively similar, as I said before, to the standard reticle for me. I'll just put one more shot up here. I can't see him. Nope. Took a bunch of random shots. Thought I might hone in on, but no such luck. I did damage him though. Sadly, I'm going to get exposed in just a minute here by coming up here. Ick. Yep, they're already shooting at me, and I can't see them. That was a mistake there, as you could see. But, you know what? Getting tired of this game mode, so let the camping begin for everybody else. So we'll move on to a little bit more. Hopefully I'll be able to upgrade my tanks here in a minute to get some tier 2 stuff. As my quick look on the test server showed, I was able to get up to tier 5 relatively quickly, but that's with tier 10 times experience and 10 times credits. So let's move on to other tanks and see what else I can offer up here. So for my final battle, I figured I'd bring out the E100. And also, since we're on a new game type here that you guys didn't see before, we're doing the, what is this one called? Encounter, the single cap, which is in the center of stuff. Our artillery got put in the center of town, that's awesome. So yeah, we have to go and basically either destroy the other team or go cap. So there's a lot of different little strategies here that you see going on, and it's interesting to see what people do. Now I'm going to try and get up here to my team, try and help out my two friends up here in their tier 10s. As you can see, I'm using the mouse cannon as opposed to the standard one. It's because I just simply have that gun unlocked at the moment. Nothing spectacular. I don't have the normal gun unlocked at all yet, or the E100 gun. I only have the mouse gun. Oh, come on. So slow. This is only my like 3rd or 4th game in the E100, and so it's a little getting used to, but I found it to be extremely bouncy, as I'm sure you all know from whenever you face them, that you just ricochet shots off it left and right. So I just got to learn to use it properly and take my time with it, try and figure out the nuances. But I'm very excited about the French upgrades. I'm very excited about the fact that now I'm at E100. Then I think I'm going to start moving back into the mediums. I definitely want to play more mediums. I think I might swap to the T44 and then the Ferdinand as a backup for that one to go into the SP or TDs as well. But that's all future jazz and whatnot. So we'll deal with that when the time comes. As for now, We have plenty of fun stuff up here that needs to be killed. We got Patton. I got 7. Come on.
We didn't even scratch them.
Oh, nuts. So we will back up a bit, because I cannot take a pink face on like this. Or maybe I can.
We've hit them hard.
Perfect. I didn't think I would. Of course, now I'm getting hit from the side by, I don't know what, probably artillery. So I need to probably get a little bit in here. As for this thing, oof. There we go. Nice, artillery's hitting them now. I should probably go in here and help out. Help the KV-3. Ah, I bounced off the KV-2. Go figure. I guess I rushed my shot and didn't take time to place it properly. The reload on this thing is slightly slow. Alright, I gotta watch out for those artillery pieces. Alright, let's rethink a bit about what I'm doing here. Because I had that artillery piece just lay into me, and that just changed the whole game, losing 1,000 hit points. That's the danger of this, is I don't know the spawn locations yet of all the different tanks, so I don't know what's a safe spot and what isn't. All I know is at the moment, I can't guarantee. Oh, we do have a scout back in the base. Perfect. He will hopefully find their artillery soon. We can deal with them then. Now if this T-110 comes across, oh, there's their artillery. Good, perfect. I don't know where that artillery piece, or where our guy is, though. He's off running the errands, I guess. Alright, let's go quickly take care of this guy. Or we'll just bounce right off the front of him. When in doubt, do it the hard way. Nope. You got him. Can't believe I bounced off the top of him, but it happens. Alright, now we should probably go move in for the cap. We do have most of their team destroyed. We can easily move in, take out the majority of them that come at us. We also are down to what looks like 1 tier 10 and then 2 tier 9s. And of course, there are artillery pieces. Now, you guys are probably asking what's with all this colored stuff all over my screen. That is actually a mod called XVM. If you guys ever want to look up mods, I highly recommend you go to curse.com. They're a large mod resource, and you just look for the World of Tanks portion in there. I will put that link in the description here, so that way you guys can go and look up the different sorts of mods and find ones that work for you, as opposed to having no mods or looking for mods left and right. Let's just trudge over here. Watch out for that artillery piece. Okay, he's dead. Now I can focus on the fun stuff. Everything's almost already dead. We should have a lot of our guys already in here capping. Yep, perfect. Okay. I was facing his rear and didn't even know it. I was like, why do I not see the slopes that I normally would shoot at? And the reason being, because the E75 is in my way. Yeah, overall, I'm liking the E100. It is really owning up to what I was hoping for and what I was thinking it was going to be like. And I mean, I absolutely was ecstatic when I finally unlocked this tank, and now it's just the process of getting the, you know, time to upgrade it and the learning it and everything else. So that should wrap it up there. As you all saw, my E100 just stated that that's going to put me into the frame that I want to start doing the review of the different garages again. That'll be a work in progress, so I will do that over time. I hope you all are enjoying 7.4 as much as I am, and you guys are working through your French SPGs and TDs and are looking forward to the next patch, 7.5. So in the meantime, I hope you guys all enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.